Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Time to take that walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Hopefully this will be a treat and not too boozy. This is Bourbon County's brand Barleywine Ale, malt beverage aged in bourbon barrels. This is a 12.1% alcohol volume. And these beers from these guys are world class usually. Even though InBev owns them now, they have basically left the good beers alone up there. The ones that are brewed in I think they're out of Indiana, no, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois. And these beers are wonderful to cellar. And I've only got one. Dave sent me this. I wish I had got two of these. One to review for you guys, and one to put away for 3 or 4 or 5 years and see how it changes. But I only got one, and this is it. This was bottled on September 24th of 2013, so it's almost 6 months old. I'm hoping that at 12% it's not going to be too boozy, but I mean, they do some really good stuff. Now, they've moved a lot of their other stuff, the 312 and the Harvest Ale and several of the others, their lower ABV bills off to New York. I think that's where they're done now, but they've left the Bourbon County Stout and the Barleywine, and I don't know how many others of their bigger beers are still done up there in Illinois. So I'm hoping this is going to be a really good one. So I've had this one for a month or two, and Dave, I apologize for setting on this one. I'm trying this year to people that send me these beers to go ahead and get them in the fridge up here and review them on a timely manner, and not stick them in the fridge downstairs for several years and nobody knows the guys that send them to me if I'm going to review them or when I reviewed them or anything like that. So I'm just afraid that this is going to be a little on the boozy side, being only 6 months old and a 12%er. But we're about to find out. So, Dave, thanks again for sending me this beer. I do appreciate it. Let's go over to the commercial description on this one. It says aged in third-use barrels. So this is the third beer that's been aged in the barrel, that were once home to Kentucky bourbon and then our renowned Bourbon County Stout. So, to me, what I'm getting from that information is they had their stout in this, and now they aged the barley wine in the same barrel. This traditional English-style barley wine possesses the subtlety of flavors, of sobriety. I mean, SUBTLETY, a flavor that only comes from a barrel that's gone through many seasons of ritual care. The intricacies of the previous barrel. They got a bunch of big words in here from my old hillbilly ass. Denizens, oak, charcoal, hints of tobacco and vanilla, and the signature bourbon heat are all present in this beer. Hearty and complex, Bourbon County brand barley wine is a titan and a timeline, a bold, flavorful journey through the craft of barrel aging. And I don't know how long they age these in the barrels, guys. The IBUs on this beer are 60. ABV, like I said, is 12.1%. Over to the food pairings. The food pairings, it says the cheeses are sharp, blue, cheddar, your more pungent cheeses, the stronger cheeses, Gorgonzola, Limburger. And it doesn't have a meat pairing for this, but this will go well with your stronger dishes or even after dinner as aperitif. Glassware is a pint, Becker, the Nonic tumbler, the snifter, the oversized wine glass. I got the double glass for this one, guys. And this beer can be cellared for forever and ever. I mean, 12%er is going to keep 5, 10, 15, 20 years if you sell it correctly. And being a 12%er, it's liable to be still a tad boozy. When I had the Bourbon County Stout, I had it fairly fresh, and it's a little on the hot, boozy side when it's fresh, but it ages well and it matures into a nice complex beer. So this one only being 6 months old, we're about to find out how that goes, guys. Don't think there's anything else we need to talk about, so let's pop the cap on this one. Dave, thanks brother for sending this beer to me. Wish I had another one to cellar. Alright guys, into the glass we go. 12%er. Let's go down to center and see what we get. Not much of a head, about a half finger, quarter finger of head on that beer. Over into the light, it is pretty dark. I was expecting to see some red tinges around the outside, but not too much. It is pretty dark. For a barley wine, it is dark. It's a dark beer, almost like a stout. I'm not getting a whole lot of light at all through there. Good looking beer. Very good looking beer. And now the head is basically just covering the top of the beer. Let's get a nose on it. Oh yeah, big beer. This is a big beer. A lot of dark fruit in here. Dates, raisins, plums, figs. There is some bourbon in there. Maybe a hint of tobacco. Probably go good with a cigar. What do you think, guys? Very sweet smelling. There is a hint of the alcohol. It has not gone away. Definitely smell that this is a big beer. Well, let's down the hatch. Cheers, everybody. Thank you, Dave. Cheers, brother. A lot of dark fruit. Figs, dates, raisins, plums, black currants, burnt brown sugar. Very sweet. Wow, that is delicious. I'm pleasantly surprised. I was expecting this to be just boozy out the wazoo, guys. It's not. This will sell her. This will sell her well, no doubt about it. And like I said, I'd love to have one to sell her for at least 3 to 5 years, if not longer. Awesome sweetness on the nose. Wow, I'm blown away. This beer is delicious. Bourbon County has got it going on. Their big beers, the stout and the Barleywine, and there are a few others. They still do it in Illinois. This is only I've had the Bourbon County Stout and I've had the Barleywine now. I haven't had any of the others that are still done in Illinois. Now I've had a bunch of the 312 and the Harvest and some of the other stuff that's done in New York, and those beers don't impress me much. But the Bourbon County Stout and the Barleywine are pretty damn impressive. That's awesome. That's definitely an A beer, guys. I can just imagine how complex that would become after it being cellared for 5 years. Wow. Very nice sweetness, but enough maltiness on the back end of it to balance it out. Very, very, very nice beer. I am pleasantly surprised with this. I was expecting it to be so boozy that I wouldn't like it, and it's not. Wow. Wish this was in a bigger bottle, like a 750. Wow. Got the date on the bottle too, tells you when it was put in there. We got the IBU information here. Wow. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed, guys. It's right out of the fridge. We're going to let it warm up. Might fire up the cigar. We'll come back and do the final chug on this one, but damn. Looking like a 10 beer. Stick around. We'll find out. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little bit left. This beer is awesome. I am delightfully surprised how well this beer is done and not being boozy. Even as it's warmed up, it's not boozy. There is a hint of alcohol, man. It's 12%er, but it's not boozy. Bell Top Slam is more boozy at 10% than this beer is at 12%. So, wonderful aroma on this beer. Dark fruits, candied sugar, burnt caramel. It's delicious. Final chug. I want to get all of that. Don't want to leave any of that left. Awesome, guys. This is a 10. This is a 10 beer. It's a 10 plus beer. If you can get your hands on this beer, you need to pick this beer up. If you can get your hands on this beer and you don't like it, send it to me. I would love to have another bottle to sell of this beer for 3 to 5 years and see how it does. I'm sure it'd be awesome. It's only 6 months old, not quite 6 months old, and it's awesome. So you can drink this beer fairly fresh, or you can cellar it depending on what you want to do. And if you can get your hands on it all the time, I would be doing both. I'd be drinking it and cellaring it too. So it's awesome. Dave, thanks again, brother, for sending me this beer. It is awesome. Got all the information you need, the IBUs, the bottling date. A very, very well made barley wine. It'd probably be in the top 5 barley wines that I've ever had in my life. So definitely worth picking up if you can get your hands on this beer. It's delicious. I'm just sad now that I don't have any more to sip on and none in the refrigerator to cellar. So, all right, guys, it's a 10 plus for me. Let's see what everybody else thinks. We'll go over to Beer Advocate first. Wow. Beer Advocate says 100, and they don't give 100s out very easily. I can't remember the last 100 that they gave a beer. They're really conservative on their ratings there. So they're giving it a world-class rating there, and I would agree with that 100%. So let's go over to Rate Beer. Looks like it's pretty much unanimous. They have 100 overall and 100 in the style. 100 all the way around, and I would not argue with those numbers whatsoever. It is a 100 beer as far as I'm concerned. Definitely in the top 5 list of barley wines that I've ever tasted in my life. So if you can get your hands on this, it's definitely worth picking up. And if you can get your hands on 2 of them, send me another one. I'm begging you. Alright, guys. Awesome beer. Very delicious. Definitely worth picking up. World-class beer as far as I'm concerned. So, wow. I'm blown away by how good this beer is at only 6 months old. So, delicious. Very delicious, guys. If you've had this beer, give me some comments back on this one, whether you liked it, didn't like it. If you didn't like it and you got another one, send it to me. Beggars, I'm begging. Alright, guys. Dave, thanks again, brother. I do appreciate you sending me this one. This one was an exceptional treat. Alright, guys. If you've had it, give me some comments back on this one. Liked it, didn't like it. As always, hit the like button, rate, comment, subscribe, and we've got our fingers crossed. Maybe we'll take that walk tomorrow and find another 10 beer. Don't think it's going to be quite this good, but you never know. Alright, guys. We're out of here. Join me tomorrow. We'll see you then.